When I used to go out drinking, I would often hide a sausage roll in a tree near the pub so I could have a tasty snack for the walk home.
Lee's team.
Why couldn't the sausage roll come in the pub with you?
If I did that, then the chances are I would have ate it during the night. And the idea is that it was a tasty treat for the walk home.
Oh, so it's to avoid temptation.
Exactly.
Did it start off hot?
No, it was always a cold sausage roll.
OK.
Because they come completely sealed.
It's not a nice one, then, from a freshly baked. It's a horrible one in sealed plastic.
If we spent all evening in a tree, it's not a nice one, whatever.
That was my point, because I pictured it in a brown paper bag, and I thought, well, the squirrels, the pigeons, the other birds.
The squirrels, the pigeons and the other birds. You mean the squirrels and the pigeons and other birds? It sounds like you think a squirrel is a bird.
No, not at all, not at all. Squirrels, I'm very clear on what squirrels are, I always have been. But I'm saying the squirrels, the pigeons, and then I thought, I'll list some other birds. I thought, no, we haven't got time for that.
It's a shame you didn't feel like you didn't have time after the squirrels and just ended at that.
It was not just squirrels, is it, Lee?
No, there's other birds as well.
There are other birds.
Was it always the same place?
Yeah, so on the way home, there was a corner with a nice, thick kind of bush on a low wall, and I'd kind of shove it in there.
Did you ever get a situation where you were walking a nice lady home and it was all going very well, and then you got to the bush, reached in for your sausage roll, and that sort of ended that romance?
If that would have ever been the situation, I think I would have let the sausage roll go, mate.
Were you not concerned about insects in a bush at night time?
And not just insects, other birds.
I was, to be honest, which is why I used one of the ones in the pre-sealed plastic.
So, Chris, would you ever, late at night, reach into the bush and find it to be a bit manky?
Oh, keep it light.
No, I mean...
Oh, Lee, no. I'm not having that. These people haven't travelled all this way for you to twist things around. Did you ever reach into the bush and think, oh, this doesn't feel right? Did you ever reach into the bush and think, someone's been here before me?
How far is the walk from the pub to the sausage roll?
Oh, well, the walk home was about 15, 20 minutes.
And where did the sausage roll come in? Halfway?
No, it was about 5 minutes.
5 minutes in or 5 minutes from home?
5 minutes from the pub.
So you could do the 5, but you couldn't do the full 20 without a sausage roll?
5 minutes from home, you could have put a pudding.
Well, the
Just something simple, like a penguin.
Yeah. Hey, and other birds.
So what are you thinking? Now, Josie, how does this strike you?
I don't know how anybody would leave a bit of food behind. That's the...
Stephen, is this something you would ever consider doing?
I wouldn't do it. And I think if you had a 15-minute walk home, you probably could have gone past a shop.
All right, so what are we thinking, Lee?
Lie.
Lie.
It's a lie.
I think
it's a lie.
He's lying.
So, they think it's a lie. Chris, was it a lie, or were you actually telling the truth?
It was a lie.
Yes!
I wrote a text moaning about my Strictly Dance partner, then accidentally sent it to my Strictly Dance partner.
Good Lord, Lee's team.
Who was the Strictly Dance partner?
Gilda Horn. So that I live in Germany, and he was my first Strictly partner.
So this is a German celebrity?
Yes, a
Gilda
singer.
Horn. He's not in the
Gilda-
adult film industry.
It's a quite famous man.
What's he famous for?
Singing. He's singing. It was my first year as a dancer on the German show, and it was actually a text before a very important competition, Blackpool, and I was really stressed out.
Blackpool?
Yes.
Does German Strictly get to Blackpool as well?
No.
Because that would be insane. I don't know why we go to Blackpool. The idea of people all over the world going to Blackpool.
All dancers go to Blackpool.
What did the text say?
Oh. I wrote something like, he's not great, and I'm so glad that this is over soon, and then I'll be stress-free for the rest of my life.
But then you sent it to him?
I sent it to him, and he was standing in front of me.
Why didn't you just tell him?
He asked me the same question.
How long had you known him at this point?
2 weeks.
So you were 2 weeks into the training,
Yes.
and who were you sending it to, the text, or you thought you were sending it to?
To my dance teacher, because he was asking me how you're keeping up.
Did you realise the moment his phone pinged?
No, I realized when he came to me.
Which was when? Straight away or in...
Straight away.
Wow, that's German and efficient, isn't it?
And what did he say?
He's like, thanks.
So how are things between you now, then, after this event?
We became intense friends because once the truth is out, it's out.
Lots of people become intense friends on Strictly, don't they?
No.
And how did you do ultimately, and how far did you go? I'm in the competition.
We were fifth. Not bad, right?
Not bad at all. What do you think, Shazia?
I think there's some truths in it, but it's generally a big lie.
What about you, Steve?
Yeah, there's a few things that don't quite add up for me. I'd go lie.
Think lie.
It's a lie.
OK, well, I'll go lie as well.
You're going to say that it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK, Motsi, it's a lovely story, but is it true or is it a lie?
Well, it's true.
It once took 4 people to rescue me after I got stuck in a baby's cot.
Please, team.
Right. First of all, how old were you?
I was a grown-up.
Why were you in a cot?
Well, because I was trying it out, just to see how it felt.
Did you not have a cot when you were a baby?
I did, but I couldn't remember what that felt like.
So was it in someone's house?
Wait a second. No, it was in a cot shop.
Showroom.
Yes, it was in a show. Thank you.
Were you thinking of having a child?
I was pregnant.
Oh, you were very pregnant
I was
at the time?
pregnant.
Oh. Ah.
And so I was there and I thought, I can't buy a cot without trying it.
Course.
Like, you know, you need a test drive of beds. You know,
I'm glad you weren't buying a potty. How did you get in the cot if you were so heavily pregnant?
Yes, good. Excellent. Well, there were ridges, you know, bars on the side of the cot, and I sort of just wheeled myself in, and then it was embarrassing.
Wheeled yourself in?
Well, frontwards. Yes, so like a dive, like a swallow dive.
But those things usually come down, don't they, at the side a bit? You can sort of move them down
that's what I did. What I did...
Oh, wow.
On the side of the cot, I don't know whether you're aware, they have a little
I'm aware, because I just told you.
Yes. Good. And I just got it down and I got in the cot just to see how it would feel.
And then did you put the bars back up again?
I can't remember.
You must have done, otherwise you wouldn't have been stuck.
I did. I put the... Exactly.
Was there...
It's like you were there.
And then how did you get out then? Did somebody help you?
The people had to help me.
Four people.
In the cot. Exactly.
Who were these people?
Well, they were just the people who worked in John Lewis.
4 people's a lot.
Or maybe it's just a good service at John Lewis. It is a good shop. I think you've got 2 fragile things. You have you don't want to hurt the woman who's pregnant.
Cough. Yes.
And maybe mentally ill. And then... and then you have the other side of it, which is you've got a product that's on display. Yeah, it's for sale. You don't want it to be...
Let's not forget the unborn baby.
And the tiny baby.
So what do you think, Lee?
What do you think, Steve? True or lie?
I've got a feeling it's true.
If you'd have been stuck in a cot, how many people would have come and helped you?
Well, it would have been length problems more than anything else.
It would have been an odd-shaped cot that you could fit in.
And
coffin.
Only head would have been...
Coffin?
The opposite.
Steve Davis stuck in coffin.
Hello, would you, in a coffin shop, would you try that out to see if it's... You know, because you're in there a lot longer, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what are you going to say?
I'm going to say it's true.
All right. Claudia, truth or lie?
It is true.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Mike. I'm as shocked as you.
You don't have to hear them. He's definitely with David.
Ben Fogle, what is Mike to you?
This is Mike, and I met him in a pub and got so drunk that Mike here gave me a tattoo.
All right. David, would you tell us how you know Mike?
This is Mike, and we once started a detective agency together.
Really? Is that right?
In my garden shed.
And finally, Craig.
This is Mike, and he beat me in a moustache wearer of the year competition.
There we have it. Ben's impromptu tattooist, David's fellow private eye, or Craig's champion moustache wearer. Lee's team, where'd you start?
When did you have a moustache?
During a show I did called Spend, 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 which was in 1999. I was the choreographer.
Why did you enter it?
I entered it with my friend Clifford, actually.
Was he an enormous dog?
No. He had a moustache. I had a full beard, and I shaved my beard off.
Where was it, the competition?
In Finsbury Park.
Just in the park? Was there any
Not
fencing?
strictly speaking, the competition, just a lot of men with moustaches wandering around in the park.
Yeah.
Now I believe it.
If there were loads of men there, why did you suddenly make friends with the winner? Unless you fancied his moustache.
Well, it was a long time ago, and it was a bit cute then, weren't you, darling?
You know what? Please, can you stand up and go kabah?
Look, do you want to let's just...
Yeah. The world, darling.
So let me, I'll do it for you.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh, now.
Now I'm thinking he can carry that off.
Yeah. I'm liking that.
Were you hoping to get into an episode of Poirot?
No, we did it as a laugh. We were absolutely slaughtered one night, and we just thought we'd do it for a joke, really.
Yeah. David, so David, just remind us again.
Yes, we set up a detective agency together in my garden shed.
As children?
Yes, as children.
How old were you at the time?
I was, I think, 10.
And he was the same age?
No, he was 13, I think.
It's a bit of an age gap, I would have thought. 13-year-old men with moustaches hanging around 10-year-old boys.
Did you say 13-year-old men?
They're men, as far as I'm concerned.
What sort of cases were you taking on? I mean, what would be a typical case for you?
Well, we followed a guy.
Who was it you were following?
It was there was a bloke who lived a few doors down. He had a sports car.
Oh, that sounds nice, darling. I'm liking it.
Well, you say that, I considered him suspicious.
What did you suspect him of?
I don't know, it was a sort of seedy car. And there were lots of cigarette ends in the ashtray.
Oh, guilty as sin.
And at the time, I was dressed like this.
Yeah, was he as good at blending into the background as he is now?
No.
Every time he looked round, he'd just be still going.
And what does he do now?
I believe he works in IT.
You believe?
Would you like to move on to Mr. Fogle?
Yeah.
Yes, Ben.
The idea of Ben with the tattoo just seems
Where is the tattoo?
Let's see it.
No, I'm not going to show it. It's on my shoulder.
Why won't you show us?
Look, I'm a bit embarrassed about it. I was really drunk.
Embarrassed? What is it? What is it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. It's either a star or a compass.
So you saying he's a shit tattooist?
No. I bumped into him, got very, very drunk in a pub in the middle of winter. No one else there except Mike here.
And he had his tools with him?
No, I think we
back to his place.
we left the pub and went somewhere. Not entirely sure where.
You're telling me that you were so drunk with this man who you'd never met, who, God bless you, looks a bit eccentric. And he said, in my bag I've got some needles and some ink. You've never met me, do you want to come back to mine? And you said, yes, that sounds my cup of tea, let's go and do that, I'm off my fence.
OK, we need an answer. Lee's team. Is Mike Ben's barroom tattooist, David's fellow detective, or Craig's moustache champion? What are you going to say?
Well, I think it's Ben.
OK.
Oh, I'd love it to be Craig's. It's such a great story. I kind of think it's David, but it could be Ben. Sorry.
I think it might be David, so we'll go with David.
Saying David. OK, so, Mike, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Mike, and one drunken night I tattooed Ben.
I should just say he is a very good tattoo artist.
So let's have a look.
You really want to see it?
Yes, I really do.
That's a tattoo.
Yeah.
Is it a compass?
What is it,
It's
Mike?
a nautical star.
All right, well, listen, thank you very much, Mike.
I once caused a fire in a hotel while making pasta sauce for Bananarama. I was shooting a video. I was shooting a video.
Were you dancing?
You were directing it? What were you
choreographing a video?
You were choreographing a Bananarama video?
Yeah.
I have to say, having seen Bananarama videos, I don't think there's an over-reliance on choreography. You point at your hand like this, you go like that. You go up in the air, you come down. You go to that side. It's a wonderful thing. I love it. Now, where is the kitchen and my saucepan?
Is cooking dinner at the end of the day part of the choreographer's job description? Because some hotels, I believe, at the very top end, will actually provide a food-making service for you. And in fact, I've heard it's even frowned upon if you attempt to cook your own meal on the premises.
But there are some hotels, rock and roll hotels, which actually have villas, so you don't go through where everybody goes through.
So how did the fire? You say there was a conflagration.
Well, what happened is that I kind of started this tomato sauce, and I said to Sarah, I need to get some extra ingredients, so you just watch the onions.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure that once they become golden, you remove the pan from the stove and wait for me to come back to finish. Basically, she washed her hair, and the kitchen was on fire. Everything was black. I mean, the whole thing was a terrible disaster.
Was Bananarama all right?
Who cares? My pasta was ruined.
Did the fire brigade come?
Yes.
Was that nice?
Yeah. Was it nice, did you say, Rob?
Was it nice?
Very odd question.
Was it nice?
How was the fire engine? Was it nice?
But they are nice, because in America, they're always very nice. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Is this your villa? Is it burned down to the ground? Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. They're lovely. I love it. Good job.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
You know, they're so nice. Everything in America is lovely. It's good job. Good job.
Bruno Tonioli, was it true or was it a lie?
It was the truth.
When I was 6, I was thrown out of ballroom dancing lessons.
David's team.
Right. I'll take this.
Never say that to Craig.
You were 6. What had you done in the ballroom dancing lessons?
I broke a piece of equipment.
What equipment can you break ballroom dancing?
I broke the machine that plays the music, the tape machine that plays the music.
What? Well done. The machine that plays the music. Musictron, the robot, the friendly robot that ran the classes. And would play the piano. I broke it.
What dance were you doing at the time?
I can't remember the dance, if the truth be known.
So you can't do it now for us?
You're absolutely right, Ben.
OK.
Lee, you said you couldn't do it, and under normal circumstances, but we've got a...
Oh, Craig.
I call him Dancer. He can hold your hand and ease you into it gently.
I'll show you how it went.
OK.
I'll show you how it went. Right. Now, I'm going to say this really slowly, so listen. I think I better lead. Now, it's arm up, like this, you see, and basically, the arm on the shoulder, the other lady, I sort of turned and then said, oh, what's that machine? And then broke the machine. That was roughly how it happened. If that's not evidence...
So what are you going to say? What do you think, truth or lie?
I think it's an unusual choice, you know, for a 6-year-old. For a 6-year-old, but it's obviously...
It was big in the 70s, though, because of Come Dancing. Come Dancing was a big show in the 70s. Yep. Before it was bastardised.
So what are you going to say?
It's a difficult one, but I think we're saying it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
So please welcome this week's special guest, Jake. Oti, what is Jake to you?
This is Jake, and on the German version of Strictly, I knocked his tooth out with a high kick.
So, Oti's damaged dancer. James, how do you know Jake?
This is Jake. When he split up with his girlfriend, everyone blamed me instead of him.
Right, James's breakup buddy. And finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Jake?
This is Jake. I once knocked him into a grave with a frisbee.
So there we have it. Oti's damaged dancer, James's breakup buddy, or Lee's frisbeed friend. David's team, where to begin?
OK, so why were you on German Strictly?
Oh, so I live in Germany, and that's where the UK version found me.
And Jake was your...
He was the celebrity.
What does he do?
He's a weatherman.
He's a weatherman?
Wetterman.
What is he?
Wetterman.
He's a German weatherman.
But he's very talented because he's a weatherman. I mean, this is difficult to do.
Well,
and he can dance. I have a lot of admiration for the weatherman and weatherwomen.
Yeah, but that's because all you're doing is showing people to tables. It probably looks really skillful.
How good a dancer was he? Because on Strictly, you often have people that aren't very good.
We made it up to week 9.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, in German, that's 0, so it means week 0.
No.
Nine means
it's
no.
It's close enough, Rob. It's close enough as a joke.
9 does not mean 0.
It means week no, OK?
No,
Just let it go.
No, because the joke doesn't work.
Well, I think you'll find that all us lot disagree.
So what happened? You said you hit him?
Yeah, so this was during a live show, right? And the worst part is that was the end of the number. So you have to go there and stand by the judges.
No, the worst part is he knocked his tooth out. Typical dancer mentality, and the worst thing is we got judged terribly.
Did you get through to the next week?
Yeah, it's Germany. They vote.
Germany have got a terrible history for voting for the wrong person, don't they? Why is that an ooh? Surely you would agree with that.
Yeah.
Why is that contentious?
No,
is that a room splitter?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we liked Adolf Hitler.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just contemplating the rise of fascism.
What about James?
James, what's the scenario?
This is Jake, and when he split up with his girlfriend, everyone blamed me instead of him.
Why?
Because I had to deliver the news.
What do you mean?
We wrote a letter together. We were like 15, and it was Jake's first girlfriend, and he hadn't got experience of how to break up with people. And to be fair, not even less. And we decided, he's like, I've got to break up with her, and I don't know how to do it.
Why has he got to break up with her?
They weren't really clicking, they didn't have much chemistry.
Right.
Did you write it together?
Yeah, we wrote it together in a field.
Do you remember that letter at all?
It was... I remember it started off with, Dear Yvonne, this is the hardest letter I've ever had to write.
Why were you in a field?
We went for... We liked to go for a lot of walks, me and Jake.
I can see what's happening here. Am I the only one that knows what's happening here?
Why didn't he write it on his own? Why you?
Because I think he was worried he would say the wrong thing, and so we tried to, like...
So he wanted to make sure?
Yeah, it's like, maybe we can work on it together, and we sat down in the field and we wrote this letter.
And can you remember more of the text?
I know that it didn't really drop the bombshell until a little bit in, because I remember when I gave it to her, to begin with, she was very excited to receive a letter from Jake, and then she was going through...
Did you stand there while she was reading the letter?
Yeah.
You stood there?
Well, I just stood there. So she was in my form.
Yeah.
So I had to go over to her table and go, oh, this is from Jake. And she was like, oh, Jake's given me a letter. And then all the girls on the table were like, yes!
Why did you give it to him in front of other people?
I was 15 years old. You're a grown man.
Did she look at you, like, did she blame it on you straight away?
Yeah, as soon as they all got to that bit, they all looked at me and were like, and were really furious with me and really angry.
Right. I see.
And Jake was, yeah, I mean, Jake's a wild boy. They kind of expected it from him.
When you say wild, what exactly do you mean?
He went through a phase when he used to jump in the school long jump pit naked. He played Mr. Hyde in a play and licked a girl's face. I was in a band with him. Really? Yeah, he was a keyboard player, but he couldn't play keyboard, so we turned it all the way down. Then we chucked him out the band and he smashed his keyboard up in the woods.
He really is a wild man. All right. Now, what about Lee?
So, Lee, what's this grave frisbee
Just remind us, Lee.
This is Jake, and I once knocked him into a grave with a frisbee.
So, how did that happen?
Well, there was a frisbee, and it hit him, and he fell in the grave. I mean... What more do you need to know, David?
Were you in a cemetery?
I was just on the edge of a cemetery. I was on the other side of a wall of a cemetery.
Mm-hmm. And so, what were you playing with? A friend? Kids?
Yeah, I find frisbee on my own quite hard. I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of this is Jake, and I once hit him with a boomerang, and he fell into a grave.
So, who were you playing frisbee with?
With my son.
And how high was the wall of this cemetery?
It was about... it's quite low. It was about 3 foot, 4 foot. It's a very, very low wall.
In French?
No, it was in the countryside in England.
No, because 3 foot, 4 foot is what in French? I don't know.
It is 4 foot. No, sorry, it's 4 foot.
What was he doing in the cemetery?
What was he doing?
Yeah.
He was actually the grave digger. Look at his face. Of course I'm telling the truth. I say grave digger, I mean body snatcher.
Why were you there? Were you on holiday?
I just was having a day out to some church my wife wanted to see. So my wife and my son and me, we went off. We went off to a field, had a look at a church. My wife loves the church. She had a look at the church. Me and my son are not interested in church. Are you all right there? And I said, well, me and you, we always take a frisbee because everywhere she goes and looks at, we're often on Oxford Street when she's shopping.
So how did she find out about that particular church?
She went on Google when she was looking about slugs.
So how did he fall in the grave?
Because he was looking at his hole. The hole he just dug, and he obviously just finished. He was very proud. It's a 6-foot hole. It takes a long time to dig a 6-foot hole. Trust me, I know. I've buried a few. And he's looking down, thinking, I finally finished. And but as luck would have it, my son missed it, went over his head, hit him on the back of the knee, and he's gone straight in.
OK.
How did you know he fell into the grave?
How do I know he fell in the grave? Because there was a fella stood there and then he wasn't.
All right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Jake Otie's damaged dancer, James's break-up buddy, or Lee's frisbeed friend?
I don't buy the dancing, but I think James's story is very plausible, and they look alike anyway.
That's not a rule.
They're not claiming to be brothers, they're claiming to be friends.
Well, you have to have a reason. That's my reason. There you go.
What are you thinking, Danny?
James. I really believe this story.
Yeah. David?
Yeah, I think probably James.
Oh, OK. There's no doubt within your team, David.
There's no doubt.
We think we know, and which is absurd, because, of course, we don't. But,
Jake, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Jake, and James helped me break up with my girlfriend.
Yes, Jake is James's break-up buddy. Thank you very much, Jake.